So we will go in a sequence wise manner. We will see first of all what we have studied in the previous lecture about the MMT. It is a continuation of that topic. Then we will see the objectives, means after seeing this lecture or by attending this lecture, what all students are going to learn. Then we will see the introduction of the topic. Then there is a video which will be explanatory video. You will see how the manual muscle test will be doing. Then in the end, we will conclude our whole session in a summary. Then we will see the questions which arises after listening this lecture. So let's begin. So in today's lecture, we will discuss about the manual muscle testing, the basic components of the motor examination. Then we will see that how we will do the manual muscle testing, what is the purpose of doing the manual muscle testing. Then we will also look forward that the individual versus group muscle test, how do we perform and how do we compare among the individual muscle function and with the group muscles action. Then we will see that what is the purpose to perform MMT. So let's begin and see what all these things are. So in this lecture, we will going to discuss about the components of the motor examination first of all. Then we will see that students will be able to understand after this lecture about the individual versus group muscle test. Means we will see that how will we differentiate or see individually a group muscles and an individual muscles too. How do we do the manual muscle testing in that? Then also we will do a study about the purposes and most importantly the uses of manual muscle testing. So let's begin in this lecture about all these things. So let's see first of all what is MMT. We have already discussed it earlier. Just we do a quick revision. That manual muscle testing is a procedure for the evaluation of the strength of the individual muscles or muscles group, which is based upon the effective performance of movement in relation to the forces of gravity or manual resistance through the available range of motion. So MMT or manual muscle test is a most important part of the motor assessment. While you are doing a motor assessment or you are assessing the muscles, the manual muscle testing is very important because this manual muscle testing will be helpful for you to evaluate the status of the muscle actually, whether the muscle is weaker or stronger or normal. So it is being done in the motor assessment part also. Another question is that why MMT is performed? Why we perform the manual muscle test? So if we look forward in this section, we see the answers are like it is a particular muscle is normal or not. To see whether the particular muscle is normal or not. Is it weak? And if it is weak, then how much it is weak? If it is strong enough, then we can quantify it, that how much strong the muscle is actually. Then if it is weak on both the side, then we have to see the bilateral symmetry. If it is weak on only one side, then we have to see for the unilateral conditions, and in proximal muscles are weaker, then we have to see the proximal ones. Is there any particular pattern of the muscle weakness or not? We will see and evaluate all these things by doing the MMT. That is why it is important to perform the MMT. So what we have learned in this lecture, we have learned that the basic component of the MMT means what is MMT, manual muscle testing. It is a procedure to see the degree of or extent of working of the muscle, how much the muscle is being stronger enough or how it is being used. Is it weaker or not? We will grade it along according to the different scales like Oxford scale, then positive and negative scales. Then we have seen the basic components of the motor examination. So basic component of the motor examination are like bulk of muscle, then reflexes, tone of the muscle. All these comes under the basic components of the motor examination. Then we have seen individual versus group muscle test. What happened in the individual versus group muscle test? In individual versus group muscle test, we can do the manual muscle testing or evaluate the status of the muscle individual muscle or as well as the group muscles like flexors group of muscles, extensors group of muscles. So we can do both the things. Then purpose and uses of MMT. What are the basic purpose? So we have seen the MMT is used for the motor assessment. First of all, it is used for making the diagnosis. It is a diagnostic tool as well. Then it is helpful in providing us the prognosis. It helps us in making our treatment goals. So all these things are important regarding MMT uses. Then why do we perform MMT? So we perform MMT to see the strength of the muscle, to see whether the muscle is weak or is strong, and if it is weak then how much it is weak, and if it is strong then how much it is strong. So this is all we have studied in this lecture. So after this whole lecture, what we have seen or what questions arises in our mind, the questions are what are the basic components of the motor examination. So the basic component of the motor examination are nutrition, then muscle bulk, muscle reflexes, muscle tone, muscle strength. All these are the components, basic components of the motor examination if we see. Then individual versus group muscle test. What is individual versus group muscle test? So in individual versus group muscle test, as I have told you earlier also, that if we want to assess a particular muscle, we can assess it, and if we want to assess a group of muscles, we can also do that, and we can compare the single individual muscle along with the group muscles action. Like I have given you the example of the carpi ulnaris and carpi radialis. How do we do that? By using the wrist movements or wrist flexion with ulnar deviation movement. Then the purpose of MMT. What is the purpose of MMT? So if we look forward, the purpose of MMT is to diagnose. It is a diagnostic tool. It is going to help us to see whether the muscle is weak or not, or it is strong, and if it is strong then how much strong it is. So this is the thing MMT is being used. MMT is being used to localize the problem area, to see where the problem is actually present, which muscle has to be targeted for the treatment, where we have to apply the main emphasis or do the treatment of that part. So that is why MMT is being, this is the purpose of manual muscle testing. Then if we look forward, we have also learned that why it is being performed. There is a question which is that why manual muscle testing will be performed. So the answer is it is performed to see the actual status of the muscle, to see the muscle is weak or strong, and if how much extent it is weaker or stronger, then it is weaker or stronger on both the sides or on the same side or on the one side. So we have to see all the aspects of all of the strength or the tones of the muscles. So that is why we have do the MMT.